Hey everyone, it's Thursday, March 8th, 2018, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a good day overall. I am still um, on the mend from this cold disruption to my system type thing that I've been fending off the last few days, and I'm happy it hasn't completely stalled my workflow, but at the same time, I haven't been getting a lot of work done on the production front, so I'm going to start to try to remedy that a little bit today. But I am going to take a half day to give myself a little bit of rest, and then I'm going to jump in full force on Saturday and just kick butt all the way through the end of March to the best of my human abilities, man. So gonna try switching up my sleeping arrangement tonight, see if that helps me on the physical front. I mean, I did just move for the first time in 8 years, and like I said, I think my body's just really adapted to this environment. So I may just be going through a little bit of transitional stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe I just got exposed to something and it's totally random chance. It has nothing to do with the move. I really don't know, but I'm just gonna try to control the controllables, and pretty sure that's all I can do. So gonna hit some online classes, update you guys with what I'm doing there. Probably gonna skip over any instrumental practice today just to give myself as much physical bandwidth to heal as I can. And then probably going to jump into the new tune and work on that at least a little bit just to move myself forward on the production front. And then brainstorm some ideas for the third chorus. I mean, that stuff has just been stalled out this entire week, which, sucks. I'm worried that I'm a little behind, but I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm just going to stay positive. I'm going to believe in my capacity and my abilities to get to where I want to go by the time I want to get there, and just going to do everything I possibly can to make happen. And some things are out of my hands, but everything that is in my hands, I'm going to do my absolute best. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions as we go, and I'll update you at the end with what I accomplish. Let's do this. All right, very good day overall. I mean, on the short side for sure, which is not ideal to me, but given the constraints of today, it's probably for the best, honestly. But I got into the online class front and just dove straight into the Art of Music Production course I'm taking on Coursera from Berkeley Online, which I think is excellent so far. And the main takeaway from that from the day is really thinking about why people listen to music, and then thinking about how usually it's because they want to feel something. And the best artists communicate emotionally. They can communicate with emotion. And the instructor was talking about um, the emotional palette of different records, like Kind of Blue, or Take Five, or Rage Against the Machine, or like you think about how a lot of those records have the feeling just in the title of the band or title of the song, or something like Happy by Pharrell, which is an interesting approach, interesting way of thinking about things. Um, he said that's pretty much what you want to have in the front of your mind when you're making records. Is, what do we want to communicate? How do we want the audience to feel when they listen to it? So I brainstormed a little bit about that for myself and got some more clarity, which is great. Don't feel that that's something I can be reminded of too much. Then I got deeper into the Rick Rubin interviews, spent about an hour just combing through the latest interview I'm watching from him, and a lot of it was just coming back to um, finding artists who don't fit in somewhere, but who are so good they transcend that not fitting in, like System of a Down or Rage Against the Machine or something, and then really trying to maximize what makes them unique instead of trying to make them fit into something. Like he talks about how he produced the most recent Ed Sheeran record, and he was like, dude, get into a room with a loop station and do you. That's what makes you so unique. And it was just cool rather than like trying to get him on some slick multi-track radio friendly thing. So I think that's really cool. From there, and that kind of gave me more confidence in what I'm doing, because I've been worried like what I'm doing is too weird. Like it's not going to fit in anywhere. People aren't. It's going to be too many elements from different genres colliding, and it's going to be like, why the fuck is there this horn section in this hard rock tune, you know? But I just gotta believe in my vision, like I was talking about yesterday, and trust myself, and say, this is how it came to me in my head, and so this is what I'm gonna put out there, and I'm gonna do it faithfully, and I'm gonna do it to a T, and I'll just evaluate it when it's done. I won't judge it until then. So, it's just great to be getting this knowledge and feedback and perspective and insight from these incredible producers. It's just like it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's like I get to be an independent artist, but I get to have the perspective of these producers. Maybe not specifically on my stuff, but I get to, integrate their greatness, or at least a piece of it, into what I'm doing, which is exciting. From there, I wanted to brainstorm some ideas for this third chorus drum section, but instead I got into my songwriting class for a little bit. Just wanted more rest. That was great, just learning about using harmonic rhythm to contrast two sections, or using different chord progressions to contrast two sections, which is always interesting to get more technical knowledge about songwriting. And then sat down to brainstorm the third chorus drum parts, but got hung up re-listening to some guitar solos for this song, and they're really good. I like them, but I just wonder if there's something better, and I'm just thinking, like, what's another 3 to 6 takes? It's like an hour. Sit down and do another 3 to 6 takes and just see if I see if I can really crush it. And that would be cool. I think that might be worth it. So I'll probably sit down and do that, similar to what I'm thinking of doing with these drums I tracked last week for the bridge. And then, from there I just got into working on the new tune and was just trying to integrate some of those ideas of like capturing a lot of feeling and really being emotive and really putting my everything into the part, even at a low BPM, and just really practicing doing that, really communicating and speaking through the instrument and really listening to what is my voice on the instrument sounding like, not like keeping my intent pure, but then really having that bigger perspective of just like, oh yeah, this is my voice, this is how I sound, this is what I do, this is the inflection, this is the articulation that I want it to have, and that's something I have a lot of control over because I'm not a purely electronic artist, so I want to maximize that. I want to capitalize on that. Kind of like the Rick Rubin thing, like, yeah, let's have some notes that are just like barely in the grid, and just like kind of fuck with the feel a little bit, just like, whoa, holy crap, what was that, And I just feel like that's a place I can bring something fresh that I'm not hearing tons and tons of people out there doing right now. So we'll see if it hits. But that's where I'm at today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. I'm off tomorrow. Gonna take a breather, try to get my new house set up, do some moving in, do some furniture buying and all that kind of stuff that I actually really enjoy. It's fun. It's like a different type of creativity. And then just setting up my space to be and ready to rock so that I can take it to the next level with you guys. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Can't wait.